how many moles are there in 28 grams of carbon dioxide, CO2? How many moles? How do we find out moles? In 28 grams of CO2. So this will refer to our periodic table, because actually these numbers here, well, let's pick a random one, cobalt, okay, that 58.933 up here, that is molar mass, aka for every 1 mole of cobalt, there's 58.933 grams of cobalt. Now they're asking for how many moles in 28 grams of CO2. First, we need to find out carbon dioxide's molar mass. To do this, we need to add up the molar mass of each of its constituents. So it has 1 carbon and oxygen as well, but 2 of them. And the reason why we need to note this is because we're going to multiply. So carbon weighs 12.011. Oxygen weighs 15.999. So with that, if we rewrote it, it would be 12.011 plus that 15.999 times 2. And that will be 31.998 plus 12.011, and we get 44.009. That is right here our molar mass. For every mole of CO2, we got 44.009 grams. So I'm just going to shift that over because that's actually the units we need. That is 44.009 grams per mole. Okay, and now it's asking for how many moles in 28 grams. Now remember, same concept. Numerator what you want, denominator what you have. We have the grams right now, so 28 grams of CO2, okay, times, we want the moles of CO2, and we have the grams of CO2, so 44.009 and 1. So really we're dividing that molar mass from the 28. And we get there's 0. Because there's only 2 digits here, I'm just going to round to 2 significant digits, so 0.64. Let me just cross it out to make sure we got our units. Yep, 0.64 moles of CO2, and this right here should be our answer for number 8. So let's see how they did it. Okay, how many moles are there in 28 grams? Number of moles can be calculated divided by the mass over molar mass, which is what we did here. We just kept our units, and they also got 44.01. I like that number better because our number is long for no reason really. We could have just rounded it, but I like to be as accurate as possible to the end. And they divided and they got 0.636, which rounded to 2 significant digits is 0.64 moles. So this is also correct, and they were able to answer question 8. Alright, so as we're waiting for that to load,